Hi there, welcome to today's video. It's good to have you here. I'm grateful that you've tuned in. Today I'm just going to show you a little art therapy idea that you can do anytime, any place, any state of mind. I would recommend maybe a grateful one, but if you're feeling kind of low and you would like something to pull you out of that state and maybe back into a more calm, more centered state of mind, this is a good one. So I was watching a YouTuber's video, and she was kind of tossing around some ideas of it's kind of a little out there. It might be a little out there for you, and so it might not be so much of a beginner activity, but I would keep an open mind, and I recommend this to you. I would like you to remember a time when you felt completely safe and you felt just effortlessly happy. You felt at peace. You felt joyful. I want you to think about who you were with, where you were at, what sounds you heard, what smells you smelled, what temperature it was, what you were wearing, maybe what the weather was like, any details around that moment where you just felt so safe and so secure. And then I want you to think of a time when you felt really loved. And maybe this is all the same for you, but I just want you to think of just a moment where you just felt so safe, you felt so seen and accepted to be you. And then I would like you to think about your soul and think about how that is a place that you can return to and move from and act from and live from connection to your soul and connection to just being in a state of presence, and kind of make the connection between those two. And if that doesn't make sense, just think about how you felt in that moment and kind of get creative in the thought that, what did your heart look like? What did your soul look like? What did your inner being look like when your outer world just gave you so much peace? And maybe you might be thinking, well, I feel super peaceful in this situation, and externally it's not that wonderful. And so I wanted you to think of all those external factors that made you feel so wonderful on the inside. Now I want you to take away the external stuff and just think about, what does it feel like on the inside for you, and what colors come up and what tones and just different pigments that just come to mind, different images. And I want you to try to draw what you would imagine, just that abundant love that lives inside you, and that unconditional love that you can pour into others, and that connects you to God. And yeah, and this is what mine turned out. I thought of a figurative heart, and then a lot of colors came up for me. A lot of colors that I like. Yellow is one that really stands out to me, just like this warm light that draws people to it, like the sun. And a lot of other just fun. I had a coral, pinkish, some orange, some purple, some blue and green. Blue and green aren't so much my warm and peaceful and happy colors. Those are kind of outside of my comfort zone, kind of uncomfortable colors for me, but I still included them because I wanted to portray the message that my heart is still safe when things are not so safe externally, and I just wanted that reminder that I can always return to a space of calm and of being centered. And so yeah, I hope that makes sense for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and write some affirmations that will remind me of like I said, that will help me come back to that space of calm. I'll think about I'll think about the same things, the same external factors of a time when I was really happy and really safe. And then I'll kind of reflect on what prevents me from feeling that on an everyday basis. What parts of my anxiety prevent me from resting in stillness and resting in the confidence of my being. And take me back to a state where I remember how safe I am, how capable I am, how full I am just for being. And so I'll kind of just brainstorm here with you. So sorry, my dogs are having a moment. But anyway, I'm gonna take a pen and just go over it on top. And I'm just gonna come up with some ideas. So my first one is, I am safe to express my feelings. Next one is, my feelings are valuable sources of information. The next one is, when I am myself, I allow others to be themselves. Peace is available to me at all times. Love is not found in another person, achievement, or relationship. This is one that I like lately. Abundant love flows through me effortlessly. And listen, these might not be wonderful for you. These might not speak to you the way that they speak to me, and that's why this is completely unique to you. This is why this is your art therapy little project, for sure. There is no lack of love in my life. Love flows through me effortlessly. Love touches my life in abundant ways. The love I crave radiates from my own being. Love fills me from the inside out. Love makes me feel nourished and held. It makes me feel confident and capable. It makes me feel small in the biggest ways. It makes me feel expansive and open. It allows me to hold space and open up even to myself. It allows me to know me better. It is a warm hug after being stuck out in the cold. It is a bowl of soup when your heart has been feeling ill. It is a surprise letter from an old friend who remembers your birthday. It's a fresh breath of air when your lungs have been filled with dust, dirt, and other distractions of the mind. So, anyway, you get the gist, I hope. This was just a little something I wanted to share with you. And yeah, I think I'm going to take some time to kind of reflect and see how many more I can fill up down here. But yeah, this is the overall thing, and it's just something for me to return to whenever I'm feeling anxious, when I've kind of convinced myself that peace or calm is far away or it's too far gone, you know, just all the things that we kind of convince ourselves of when we get stressed or when we get discouraged, and we kind of start getting on these little irrational thought loops, all kinds of things. If you have someone in your life even that is just very negative or narrow-minded and just stuck in their own conditioning, and they can't even hold space for you and your dreams because of how much fear they hold inside, this is something that helps me instantly, if not instantly, effortlessly return to love and step out of that fear mindset, step out of that lack mindset, and just remember who God is, how he lives in me, how he's in my life every single day, and how I'm connected to him. And it just gives me a lot of hope and a lot of faith in humanity when I return to the love that lives inside me, and knowing that I've touched it, knowing that I've felt it, I've expanded on it, I've extended it to others. It just gives me a lot of encouragement to know that little activities like this have a lot more power than we realize, because our minds are so easily distracted, so easily swayed, and it's just important to meditate on the truth, to meditate what you know on the inside to be true, and what you know. We can't always depend on the world to show us. Sometimes it's important, a lot of times it's important to return to that state of calm and that state of security. So yeah, I hope that this is helpful to you in some way. Thank you for tuning in.